Hi, Annie.
Annie!
She waved at me.
No, she waved at me.
She waved at me, right?
No, she waved at me.
No, she's shaking her head.
I'm waving at Rusty.
Oh, you didn't hear that, did you?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't hear that. I'm definitely.
I heard that, Annie.
I'm definitely not recording.
Anywhere.
Actually,
Anywho.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6. It has been a while. How long has it been?
Just a while. Like, if I'm gonna be technical, like 15 days since I've opened this doc. So, maybe like 2 weeks-ish.
2 weeks. I reckon it's been about a month. I reckon.
It feels so long.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not prepared.
I feel like I've grown like 2 beards since.
2 beards.
And I don't grow beards.
Wait, yeah, you got the Asian genetics, don't you? How's that possible?
I'm as Asian as they can be, just minus all the minus the holding the chopsticks correctly, minus the superstition.
You can't hold chopsticks correctly?
No, how do you hold chopsticks?
Well, I don't know how to walk you through this, but
Do you do a thing where, like, so one chopstick is thumb and index finger?
yeah, it's like parallel sort of vibe.
Parallel. Okay, because the thing is, I hold both chopsticks like just about together. It's like squeezed together.
Oh,
You know that one?
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did that too. I can do both, but yeah,
Right. So
depends how lazy I am.
you're a half-failed Asian. Yep.
Oh, maybe fool. Just depending on what it is. If it's not an A, it's a fail.
Hey, you know what? Like, I went to ramen, right, with my workmate who's white, right, and he has to order a fork like every time.
Order a fork.
Yeah, he order a fork. So I'm thinking next time I go eat with him, how about I order the fork and he keeps the chopstick, and then we just swap.
What the?
Just to confuse the waiter waitress.
What the heck? They're like, oh, here you go. You're like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Here you go.
Yeah. And it's like if he or she like passes it to me, no, that's for him.
Oh no.
Kind of thing.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been such a long time. This pod feels like when we just started like the first episode. I don't know, it just feels like it's been such a long time.
Yeah.
And I know Keith, shout out to Keith, was like wondering where the heck this is, but hey, we're back.
Yeah.
And we're in your ear holes.
Yeah. Unless he missed the part where we said we're having a break.
I think I missed that part where we said that too.
Okay.
But I was so relaxed.
I'm just going through some of the YouTube comments. Emran, he said, ha 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 ha, that impression of Andy killed me. Homie literally made her voice deeper. Laughing react. Skull react.
And I said, I like this guy. Can we be friends?
What else?
And we are friends now. So hi.
And he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, follow him. He actually edits his videos like properly, unlike mine. Like, they're actually really good. Shit. Yeah.
Hey, we should just get him to edit your videos. See how it is.
Well, if he wants to work for free, then.
Oh, poor guy.
Kiko said, I can't even use Photoshop.
Huh?
So this was in relation to, what was it? Me accusing her of not actually meeting you. Is that right?
Oh, that's fine. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Who I said? Pew Pew said, chicken has a voice. And Crazy Russian says, let's go, chicken, on the pod. Yeah.
He's a very popular guy.
I know, right?
This is not a reoccurring thing. You should just be the third co-host at this point.
Funny thing, like during that, what was it, 12 days or 15 days, right? I was driving, as I do.
Of course.
And he's next to me, definitely not scared or fearing for her life.
Oh no.
And I did the thing right where I scratched my left pinky nail onto my transmission leather bit. Now there's a permanent scratch on that leather bit, and I'm not exactly too thrilled.
And where is this going, Andy?
I'm just saying, the very well-known RGB, now Clipper. Now, if I had that, this would
comes back.
This would not have been an issue.
What happened to our normal nail clippers?
Hey,
Why don't you just use one of those?
yeah, but it's like it's dark. Like when I was driving, it was dark. So I actually need RGB now clipping, like a light source of its own, like a localized one.
Oh, Andy.
It's practical.
Oh, Andy. But isn't there a car light?
Yeah, but it illuminates the entire thing. I'm trying to drive it as well.
No, wait. That sounds like you're trying to clip your nails at the same time as you're driving.
Why not?
What?
Why not?
No. Oh, no.
Why not?
Chamelle's going to be like, oh, Andrew.
You know those nail clippers where it has those little side windows things, side shades in the nail clipper, so like we actually clip it, they don't fly everywhere.
But don't you need both hands to clip the nail?
No, red light traffic.
Andy!
Drive with your knees. Hello?
What the heck?
Anyone out there driving their knees in a straight line? No? Yes?
No. What? How are you supposed to step on the gas and all that stuff?
What do you mean? Right leg, and then your left knee is on the steering wheel, on the bottom of it.
What?
I can't be the only one here.
Oh no, guys, please drive safely. Don't be an Andrew.
Look. Drive, but stay in control. I'm always in control. All good. Haven't had an incident. That's my fault yet.
Oh, no. Not yet.
Yeah.
Do you have a dash cam?
No. That would,
you should get one.
That would incriminate me.
What?
No, I'm not kidding.
What?
I'm not kidding.
He's only kidding. Wink.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's content, isn't it? You know, if you capture something, you know, it's on YouTube.
I remember my high school teacher for English. He was like, it was the first day he installed the dash cam. I don't know how he got into this topic, but he got his dash cam, and the first day he was at a traffic light, and this guy goes right in front of his car and starts like bringing a hammer and starts smashing all the cars. Like, here's one as well. And he had the dash cam, and I was like, he was like, what a day to have a dash cam on. I was like, wow.
What? Did he show it to the entire class?
Oh, no, I don't think he was allowed to do that. But anyways.
Wow. What did we do during the break? What did you do during the break?
Well, so I'm a uni student, so it wasn't really a break, to be honest. I slept in, but that's got nothing to do with this podcast. I just slept in because I had like a flex week thing, so it's like a study week, but I don't.
So gaming week essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. But then the floods came, so then we had no internet, so I couldn't do it either. So, I did but all during that break. But yeah, I was calm. I did Sudoku. You guys are gonna think I'm such a nerd. But anyways, what did you do, Andy?
hey! You said floods. Like, how bad are we talking about? Are you on a hill or something?
Well, so we're pretty high up. We're on like a cliff edge.
Oh, okay.
And like stuff like that. So if let's just say we're so high above the sea level that like if the Sydney Tower was to flood, right?
Yeah.
That's when it would be like flooding to us. So most of Sydney would have to flood first, and then we would flood.
Right. So you watch all that water flow around whilst you're doing Sudoku. That's actually quite a good. Actually quite.
No, we don't have the cliff next to us. Oh my gosh. I feel sorry for anyone that's affected by like serious like homes.
Yeah.
Gone, stuff like that.
Yeah,
like my cousins.
Yeah,
So.
Howie as well.
Yeah.
From our Discord. Shout out to Howie, who's kept his PC, on a higher altitude.
Yeah, his home's like on a hill though. So like all the water's around him, and then his home's like propped up on the hill. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
That's good. That's good.
Saving the gaming PC.
That would definitely be the first thing I'd consider. 100%.
Good thing mine's a laptop.
Still a laptop on the bottom. My break. Well, during my break, I had probably 2 job interviews, and it's considering something that's decently life changing. I had to prepare for that, so that break came pretty good.
And did this job interview thing come from anything that was from the previous podcast or any of the previous podcasts that were talking about failures and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. I think when you mentioned, just having the opportunity to fail is it's success, you could call it, or something. So I was like, Man, that was awesome. Yeah, I might as well just apply, right? So
that's amazing. And also to people out there that are young, well, I'm pretty young too, but education will always be there. So you can always go back to it. So yeah, just do what you want, guys.
It'll definitely be hard though. Like once you start working, you would hate to go into studying because you don't get paid.
Well, then that's well, sometimes most people just study to get the degree to get the job. So if you have a job that you like, then
yeah.
Why go back to study unless you want the extra education because you love learning and stuff like that. So yeah.
100%. And like I have a fear of rejection, so it's like it kind of like job applying is like just one of the hardest things for me.
Yeah, especially nowadays.
Yeah, but like nowadays it's been pretty good. Like I'm getting a good decent amount of interviews considering how much I only applied for, so it's good.
Yeah. How do you feel you went?
The funny thing is, like, you know, like part of me was like, oh, doing this podcast actually helps me with my interviews.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I had a presentation too, and I was like, just like a podcast, like a podcast.
Yeah.
But I can see everyone.
Yeah, exactly right. But then again, like yeah, like there's the other side of it where you can't take too much power. Like in a job interview, you want to give some power back to them to make them feel under control. So
boss.
Yeah, so there's that.
I kind of like your current manager.
Yeah, they had no idea that I had those 2 job interviews.
Oh wait, I don't think we established this, but guys, our guest is Andy and Rusty this week. We don't have a guest; it's just about us.
Yeah,
we're just gonna.
We're definitely just keeping our guests like waiting for the whole time whilst we chat.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we're just the whole like 40 minutes. They don't get to talk.
No, like I'm definitely hoping my manager doesn't, ever find my YouTube channel.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think I roast your manager more than you do, to be honest.
That's great. Like everything wrong with micromanagement, just that's my manager. It's just a meme right now. It's quite funny.
I literally made a Discord channel just for you to complain about your manager.
100%.
If you're Andy's manager and you're listening to this, what the hell are you doing, man? That's all I gotta say.
Look, professionally, we're surviving. That's fine. But honestly, we could be doing a lot more.
Shade.
Well, that was.
Hope he doesn't listen to that.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing is, I don't know if people here on notice like my CS:GO friends, our CS:GO friends, but yeah, I honestly get gamed a lot less as well, just in general.
Someone's like, woo! Oh, but you still sit on 2 specific games, okay? Soundpad?
Yeah.
Even though it's not a game, but you sit on it like all the time.
Yeah.
And Football Manager.
Oh, great game. Oh, shout out Scorpion.
Just leave it open.
Scorpion's playing that game. Amazing.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but look, like
another one bites the dust.
the thing is, Football Manager is a great multitasking game. So I can just do.
You said you were bad at multitasking.
Look, apart from Football Manager, like Football Manager gives you skills that you cannot imagine. And I'll probably game less as well from now on. And it's kind of funny because recently, like just before the break, I was just telling you, right, come on, man, you can definitely game, do all that stuff, have a real life, all that stuff. Nah, okay,
yeah,
that shit is right, and I've actually taken on board that.
The boys of the yard, and I'm like, he's better than you.
Well, we'd like to maybe talk about a few things today.
Oh, it's because we're narcissists. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh.
What? Do I cut that bit?
Yes. You can if you want.
No, it's fine.
Oh, just so funny.
Like people have no idea the stuff that I cut sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Especially my mistakes, or if I say the word like too much, because I do sometimes do that. So gotta make myself sound good. So yeah, today. Probably just chat a few things
ourselves, because people don't really know that much, about us.
Do you remember how this all started? Like how did we meet and where?
Oh, before the podcast?
Pretty much at the very, very start, essentially.
Oh, I still remember this day. So it was in office, right? And Kiko was also there. Shout out to Kiko.
What office? Excuse me.
The office in CS:GO.
Okay,
the game.
Just in case non-gamers who listen to this podcast are office.
No, not Andy's office that he gets a new job from his interviews, but an officer in CS:GO or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the game.
Right, it's a map. Right.
It was anti-spawn. And I remember it was Kiko and Andy. And then it was just me.
And Exit.
Exit. I didn't meet Exit there yet.
Was he there? Oh, it wasn't there.
Because I didn't meet him there. I met him like later. I don't remember how I met Exit, but yeah, it's probably through you. And I saw that Kiko had the Negev, and I was like, wait a minute. Because I just had the new Negev as well, the yellow power loader one.
Yeah.
My pride and joy. Everyone knows I use that like a lot.
Yeah.
I just got like 8K over it. And then I was like, what? And then, because I also got my mic recently, like a few months just earlier, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then Kiko was a girl as well. And then Andy just happened to be there too. And Andy was friends with Kiko. So it was just kind of like that. And we put graffitis down, and I still have the screenshot somewhere down my 200 screenshots on Steam. So yeah, that's how we met. That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Is that how you remember it?
Yeah, pretty simple. Like I remember finishing like a comp game with Kiko, and I kind of thought Ixer was there, but maybe Ixer can comment below. And yeah, like just going casual, because casual is more just like you talk to people, or like you muck around, use substandard weapons to kill people, to humiliate them, like the jazz. And
no sweat needed.
Yeah. And then, like, oh, there was someone there, like, using a Negev as well, and just, like, commenting on Kiko's Negev. And so I was like, oh, wow, this was, like, synergy, woo.
It's kind of like that Girl Pod episode. We were like, oh, when a female meets another female, it's like, oh, my gosh. But then she had the Negev too, and I was like, oh, my gosh. Whoa. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when a guy meets a guy on game, he's like, oh, sup, bro. That's it. So, yeah.
Too real. So I wanted to ask, why do you reckon we decided to do the pod together? Because like you could have done it by yourself, or vice versa.
No way. You kidding me? By myself? Like, who wants to listen to me ramble all day?
Your sound clips say otherwise.
Yeah,
just talk to yourself.
Andy, do you have conversations using my voice to yourself?
He kind of defend himself. I know Russian would be like, identity theft.
Every time. I do. I'm trying to remember, like, the first time I thought about it. Would have been like, oh, we just got, like, so much content, we got, like, a lot of, like, ideas, or, like, that sort of thing. I was like, and, like, we had the Google form, right, which we wanted to sort of celebrate everyone, or involve a lot of people that we play with in casual, and on Discord. So I was like, it was just nice involving everyone together. And then this pod is probably like the same. I think like on my side, I was like, oh, there's so much things to discuss that you can't really discuss on a Discord.
Definitely think, it was like back then when I don't know how, but we just joined a lobby together and we were playing like Inferno or something. I don't know why. And then you made like a video out of that, and it was just so much fun. And then after that, we decided to record more stuff.
Yeah.
And well, you just kind of just did it anyways.
Yeah.
And just like released like clips of this and stuff. And then it was like I was like, oh, this Andy's pretty cool, and like he makes some funny stuff. Let's just say that. And then he went to like the survey video, and then I think after that I was like, hey, a podcast would be cool. So yeah, here we are.
Yeah. And I'm looking back at that Google form, like YouTube video, that was almost like a podcast.
Yeah.
In some sense, it
a lot of people.
Yeah. And like sort of just skipping ahead and just talking about like why we could somehow manage this. I think because we both might have the same aim, I guess, just like because we just like people, involving people, and just like talking about stuff that relates to people, I guess.
Yeah, because I reckon we vibe quite well. Like we get each other and stuff.
Yeah.
And like we're both like pretty respectable people. And debatable. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. But yeah, I know. I think I'm a little bit mature, right? Well, for my age, as everyone says. And then Andy, he's mature in other instances, but when it's gaming, he's like the biggest memer ever and stuff. So I think we just both just like, yeah.
Hey, when Bagel came down, like, right, she said like I was the most different person because I was actually sensible in real life. I was like, the best compliment I could get.
Kiko said that too. He's like, oh, Andy.
Well.
Yeah, because when I met Kiko, we were just talking about like how was the meetup and stuff. And yeah, apparently, oh, Andy's like so much mature in real life. I'm like, yeah, I can see it.
What? Oh, what a joke. They're both liars.
I want to meet Annie though. Hi, Annie. Annie is Andy's ex-girlfriend, which is his wife.
Yeah. Like, essentially, she was my ex as soon as I put that ring on her at the wedding.
Oh, Annie. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Did you know once? Like, I once had Annie and my actual ex in the same room, like way before I dated either of them.
That's so like. I know.
It's like the craziest.
You have your wife and your ex. They're both your ex.
Yeah.
Girlfriends.
2 exes. I'm also my spouse's spouse.
Okay. Every time you say something, Andy, sometimes I just have to like process it a bit. I'm like, what did he say?
Yeah.
My brain's doing like cartwheels. It's like, oh, what did he say?
Because it's like, what time is it now?
Oh no, don't.
What time is it now? Come on.
It's in Sydney time. It's 9:46 p.m.
You see, in my time, it's 106 minutes past 8.
That's so disgusting, Andy. Why? You make it harder than it should be.
How do you reckon the first few pods have been? I mean, by first few, probably the first 5, really.
Yeah, well, the break was kind of just thrown in there. Because I just felt like we needed a break or something. But yeah, I think, for first time podders or whatever you call like podcast people, hosts, we did pretty well, and like they've gained, like some people actually watch it. Yeah. Like that's like the bizarre thing. Like so many people watched it and listened to it, and like each one has gone on progressively, clearly longer.
Yeah.
And people still watch it, and that means like, oh, that's got to tell us something. Like we're doing something right, Andy. Yeah,
like I definitely enjoyed the fact that people are actually wasting their time in listening to us.
I know, right? And it's just like, honestly, sometimes if I listen to my voice, because I used to be like, so like, oh, my voice, but now it's whatever.
Yeah.
And it's one really long sound clip, to be honest. If you think about it, it's just Andy's really long sound clip that goes for like 40 minutes.
I like imagine me playing my sound pad, our podcast, on the CSGO casual, just the whole thing. I'm just gonna hold it.
Oh no! We're in like a comp because it goes for like so long. Oh my gosh!
Oh no! But like, I definitely enjoyed some of the topics that we visited. Like, in the first few, like we talked about tubes and crazies, stories.
I actually really enjoy doing these.
Yeah.
The other day, I was thinking like, what do I do after this is like over? Which we're not going to say when this ends because that's still pending on how many episodes we want. But I actually really enjoy doing this. Like I always set out me and Andy set out a certain like day and like time. Like what was it? 100 and I don't know what you said, but like something minutes after 8. Your weird time thing, but yeah. But I really enjoyed doing this, and I was thinking like, what the heck do I do after this? That's the thing.
Oh, maybe like other people can just take over.
It's the Andy and Rusty podcast, like just permanently everyone else's.
Yeah. Like can you imagine like I don't know, Ixod and Bagel just host their podcast, just use our names, and
Oh, they're not going to listen to it though.
It's okay, guys. You can. Your voices are great.
Yeah,
and definitely the chat with the girl gamers and guy gaming as well. Like I think that was quite a nice thing to talk about, like for once, because it's just so rare, and I learned so much, especially from Nova and Little Pointless, like a girl's point of view. It's just you sort of wish like. I mean, I sort of wish I knew that from the very start, kind of thing, almost like a terms and condition sort of deal.
Like beforehand, like I told like you, Andy, this like a while ago. I was like, man, I should really write a book on like girl game and things. So that, like the pod idea was just like brilliant when I could just talk about it, like the experience of girl gamers and stuff. I was like, oh, I can still write a book about it, guys. If you guys want me to write a book about this, I will.
Someone out there, I'm sure, definitely needs it.
the book or the RGB nail clippers?
Hey, let's sell a book and it comes with the RGB nail clippers.
No. Oh my gosh, and like an RGB light, like reading light at the same time. No, we combine both. The reading light is the RGB nail clippers. Oh my gosh. Like, you reckon from our idea of having a podcast to actually doing it now, do you think it's how we envision this would turn out like this?
The most surprising thing is how engaged people are with it, because I have someone like Keith always bugging about, what happened to next episode, and I'm sure he's bugged you as well, where is the next episode?
Where is it? It's lame. He wrote lame because we didn't have an episode out.
It's not like we have actual lives. It's not like I'm married or anything, or I've got real life things to go to, if there's such a thing.
But yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we actually enjoy doing it. So yeah.
Yeah, and I do enjoy just putting effort into making it sound good as well. I don't know if people notice, but there's barely any silence. Just in case a few of us have low attention span like me. I definitely enjoy that part. It does take about 4 or 5 hours to edit after each episode. But yeah, it's been awesome.
I think my king is more drunk than Andy right now. He's alive at least.
Unfortunate.
Are we really alive? Because if people haven't realised, a lot of us haven't been playing CSGO, which is where we started.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I played a game of Insertion 2 nighttime. Shouts to those 10 people I played it with. But yeah, I've definitely cut down a lot, and I think a lot of other people have. I've noticed as well. I don't know, I feel like CS, it'll still be there. I'll say it'll still be there. But
yeah, but just not as much anymore, But we move on to other things. We move on with our lives and stuff like that, like some people are. And yeah, we'll just get busier and stuff. But yeah, we'll still be around to chat, but maybe not game as much. But yeah, I also move on to other games as well. So I do think that there is definitely a drop in CS. It's because it kind of does get repetitive if you don't play with your friends and stuff, because sometimes not everyone's on, everyone's busy. So yeah, it's definitely a decline in CS gaming.
Yeah, and I've definitely stopped recording too much as well, because I've honestly got a lot of backlog. If I wanted to make 20 videos on YouTube, I probably could, because I'm pretty much run out of space. So it's but I think that's awesome, because there's stuff that I couldn't remember, but I was that's awesome, that happened, that's funny, and it's got that nostalgia effect.
Yeah, we won't all be here, forever. So these are going to be some great memories to look back and laugh at.
Yeah. Because I mean, personally, for me, I am kind of I'm eventually going to start a family and all that jazz. And
little Andy's running around.
They're going to be toxic gamers and.
No! Don't breed toxic gamers. What is this? Did you not learn anything? What is the point of this anymore, guys?
I feel I've honestly got to just cut down my gaming in general. Because funny story. I was thinking that, and then because I go to church, right, and then the pastor there was actually mentioned about gaming, because he had because during lockdown he bought a game, and he's got 2 kids, and he just said how he's actually more agitated in general just because he games. And it's you can't be disturbed and all that stuff, and and I can see that in myself. When I game this much, I was nah, that's not good.
Let me get my Asian mum to get a shoe and throw it at you.
No, what we need is another pandemic.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, Andy has jinxed us. If you guys haven't seen his Deagle names.
Deagle? Alright.
Oh, sorry. Alright. I was picturing R8 in my head, but I said Deagle. I don't know why I did that. I pictured the spinny thing and everything, but I said Deagle.
Yeah.
See, guys, my playtime has went from in 2 weeks, 70 to 50 to now 20. So that, if that doesn't say anything about what I did during the break, it definitely wasn't gaming, and I have definitely eased away from gaming anything at all.
No, really. But, what have you been doing? That's a lot of Sudoku.
No. Either work or I've just been going, out out of my house into like the real world and stuff, and like driving around doing stuff, you know, doing non-gamer things, being somewhat social. And yeah, just I watch a lot of YouTube, guys. But yeah, I've been sleeping better. And yeah, I've just been taking sleep more, you know. In the future, I probably won't be able to like sleep like this. I probably have to like wake up early and work like those jobs, like maybe 9 to 5. I don't know. But yeah, I'm taking all the sleep I can right now. And I'm pretty sure Andy does that on his weekends.
It sounds like some AA like session, but with gaming. It's like we're just quitting gaming slowly, one by one.
Yeah, we're just dropping out.
Hey.
But yeah, gaming, we can always come back to it, but like just for now, it's just
yeah. Because I guess it sort of answers, you know, where to from here in some sense.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a bittersweet moment though, you know. Yeah. It's like we all made so much good memories, but like, you know, nothing great or like last forever and stuff. But yeah. So we can all move on to bigger and better things. And we're all growing up. And Andy's going to have little aunties running around.
One day.
One day. Just our own podcast.
Yeah. I'll keep them away from my YouTube channel for like, you know, until they're adults, man. Until they understand like what some of those non-PG stuff is. I'll tell you what though, like one of the highlights is definitely you finding out the male urinal.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
It's the funniest discovery ever.
Like it reminded me of those like bubblers in high school. Like I don't know what else they call it, drinking places, but we call them bubblers here in Australia, or at least And I was like, that looks like a freaking bubble up on the floor.
Yeah, like much longer.
It kind of is one. But yeah, it's like for just pee. And I was like, you stand on that? And I was like, what is this contraption?
Girls don't go to guys' toilet, they wouldn't know.
Yeah. I'd be kind of wouldn't some people be concerned if I did know? Like, because if you're younger, you wouldn't like remember it as like, oh yeah, there's this in the males thing. But like, I think it would be more concerning if I was like, oh yeah, there is these male things. I saw it myself. I think that would raise a lot of questions, like what I've been doing.
I remember when I was in prep, I got in trouble for going to the girls' toilet. And then when I went in there, I was like, hang on, where's all the urinals? This is so weird. This is cubicles. That's what I remember. Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know. You can go if you want.
Yeah.
I was like, once I think I don't know why. I just already knew like what urinals look like, but I never like. Maybe it was from when I was younger, but I always had the image of a urinal. Like I knew what a urinal looked like. Yeah. Like I didn't search it up or anything, right? Yeah. But I was like, how do I know this?
It's in movies, right? Right?
Maybe.
Surely there's enough urinals in movies. I'm hoping.
Yeah, probably. I forgot what scene it was, but there was this weird scene thing. It had a urinal in it. But yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
Now, you managed like what 2 Discord servers? Like what was your idea when you first made the Discord?
So it's kind of just like a place like because we play CS:GO and like oh my gosh, I refused to use Discord for the longest time. Like I didn't join calls. Like everyone knew I didn't join calls and stuff like that. Now I do, like right now, but even now sometimes I just don't feel like talking, so I just don't use Discord as much. But I think as the owner and like I have a few great like admins and mods and stuff like that in all my servers. And I just think like I do monitor most of it. Like when something's going on, like conflict, like I will handle that so fast. Like I think you've seen what
You've had a few dramas to handle too.
Yeah, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not having this right now. I'm like, if you have to have like a public like argument between like 2 people, like those like let's just say like 2 people arguing, right? And then like they like full on. First of all, that's a lot of spam. That's gonna annoy people. And second of all, keep it private. Like DM that person. Like why would you like put it out there in like the general chat or something like that for everyone to see? Because maybe some things would be said, you know. No, some things would be said like other people might take offense to it. So like I was like, you don't know, I'll just kick these people out and they can sort it out. And if nothing works, they don't want to like resolve this, then I'm like, well, you could stay out because I don't want this to happen again.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's just a Discord server. It's like, it's like a make or break moment. It's just, I just want to keep it somewhat, okay, not PG because all games here, like,
safe.
it's not PG. Like sometimes, like they're not safe for work, like me, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just the anti-Andy channels, which is just non-PG stuff as well.
Yeah, so I don't scroll and like whilst I'm at church, it's like, oh, what the like, imagine. But
you're gonna go to a new church of that one. And then yeah, I just think like it's just a good community place because like the Steam UX or UI is like kind of horrific, but Discord is just easier to manage. Like what you see, what you've read and what you haven't, and like it stores it there. I think the Steam one like disappears after a while. But yeah, I like my Discord servers civil and just memes and fun. Like that's the way I want to keep it. And if someone's gonna cause trouble in it, they can get out because I don't need that energy and that vibe in my servers because this is like, I feel like sort of like, since I'm pretty active on all my servers, and if like one person is like say something super controversial or like rude, you know, like discriminatory or something like that.
Oh,
like if I keep them there and I saw it, like that would say something about me as well because like why would I just keep someone there like that? So yeah.
Well,
if someone does want to join, you can join if you want. So yeah.
it just like reminds me, like if I didn't have a filter, if I was like, you know, not sensible, I would break every single one of those rules that you just talked about.
Edwin, you're an admin.
I'm so like I'd love to be controversial for no reason sometimes.
Yeah, but your one would be like, but for this Andy right now, the PG version is like, you know, wholesome trolling. I'll just say that.
Wholesome trolling.
Yeah, like it doesn't hurt anyone. It's just like we just go, why, Andy? Really, Andy? Why? Why did you say that? Yeah, that's my Discord. Do you own any?
No, I mean, I'm sure you own one like this, but it's like, you know, just for ourselves, just put notes on. That's it, right?
Yes, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. So
it's just me. It's just me in there.
Yeah,
it's like clips and screenshots. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like the Discord service, like it's really cool because like, you know, whilst there's a lot of fun, there is also like serious stuff because, you know, like one of my thinking is always like, you know, it's okay to not be okay, but again, it's not okay to stay that way. So I think, like, you know, we got the daily, you know, rate your mood segment, which came from like one of your assignments actually, and it's like, oh, it's cool, this is
and then you took that and used that as content as well.
Yeah, so it's all my content, and like, you know, like I love how people have this been, you know, it's just saying what you know, how they're feeling, like no matter whether it's 0 or 10 or like 7 or 3, whatever, like it's really started good conversations from there.
Yeah,
and then
it's actually quite active though, like people actually go in there, put like their rating and all that.
Yeah.
In creative ways. Let's just say very creative ways of rating.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jim, like putting like cats in the ratings.
Yeah, that's Jim. And also Russians.
Yeah.
Russian put one today. It's just this guy with like 7 fingers. 7 out of 10.
And Surfy just essentially just uses it. Like it's essentially 0 if he hasn't had good food. He's to 10 if he's had good food, and it just tags me in it.
Yeah, it's really just you versus him, but he wins every time. Surfy, you're winning every time. You just say you like the best food. Yeah.
Mate, Surfy needs a lot of food, man. He's an absolute tank. Like, you know, it's just not fair. I'm like as thick. Like, you know, it doesn't compare.
Nice thick.
Yeah. Gee, ectomorph set.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we also have the life advice section as well, which was, you know, we had a few good uses of it. It's not as active, but it's still like it's been awesome. So yeah,
I mean, that's kind of good, right? Like people aren't like in desperate trouble right now.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like everyone's all right, hopefully. But if you want to say something, guys, just chuck it in there. Yeah. It's anonymous.
Yeah, because, you know, like because there's a limit to, you know, what gaming achieves, and, you know, if people want to be more serious and be like more, you know, have more life-changing parts in gaming. It's great, and I think like meaningfully gaming is like one of those things that we all can like strive for. Like like we're not gaming too much. We're not but we do game to a point where it helps our real life world.
Even if we do game, we still talk about like real life, like what we do.
Yeah.
Like we still keep everyone accountable to also sleep. Everyone, you should, take care of that, and health and everything like that. Yeah, definitely health. Health is always something that pops up a lot in our channels.
Yeah, like physical health, mental health, just relational health. Just a whole lot.
It's so wholesome, that community.
And like the thing is, there's enough people in that Discord channel of yours, like there's someone that knows someone essentially, like someone's gonna know how to deal with like some niche sounding situation. It's like someone's probably been through that. So
yeah, and everyone's from like different age gaps and like different experiences. Like we have some quite young people in here, but also like some wiser people.
Yeah, some of them look like they've been through hell and back, man. It's like,
what's that supposed to be?
No,
are you talking about yourself?
No, not me. No, not me. But like, there's some people whose wisdom has come from a lot of pain, and it's like, wow, like it's great for them to share that because they went through it,
2 beards,
so that someone don't have to grow 2 beards.
Yeah, you said you grew 2.
It's a figure of speech, man.
Yes, I know. You're Asian. I would first be like, I doubt, and yeah.
Press F to doubt. What?
Like, I'm doing Movember. Oh, great. But
it's
good
July.
luck.
It's like this is my Movember from last year, and it's still like
like people do like a month. You have to take like a year or something.
yeah. It's like if you ever did Movember in like an Asian country, like you might as well just do it for a whole year.
Oh goodness!
Wow. Kind of wraps up for this episode. Keep commenting on the YouTube. We definitely love that section.
Keep it wholesome and friendly, guys.
Who cares? Just like even if it is not that, just chuck it there. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah, quick guys, roast Andy's ego. It's so high. Pull it back down.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like when you get to someone's head and they're like, and they respond, it's like, you've already won. Honestly, you've already won.
Can you believe like this is just gonna be our voices in this? Like we have to listen to this again.
I have to listen to this at least twice, man.
Oh my gosh! But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hi, we're back. Barely breathing. Just kidding. We're alive and we're well. Anything else you want to say, Andy?
Good luck with your lag. I think a lot of people would have just heard a bit of lag there. You're using hotspot, are you at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Floods. If you can just go away, that'd be nice.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
And you're in Melbourne. You're like no rain.
No rain, but it's frosty. It's like single digit in the morning, so we've got to get the frost off the cars in the morning.
The thing is, when it rains the next day, it's just like windy as like so strong. The winds are so strong, so
yeah,
it's freezing.
Man, I hate wind, but man,
doesn't it just blow you away?
Yeah, like during work, because I work outside a lot. Like it's not the cold that sucks, not the heat that sucks. It's the wind, no matter what.
Oh, Andy.
All right. Well, hope everyone has a good week. We'll be back.
Subscribe, comment,
roast
us, say nice stuff. Whatever you want, just put it down there and like it if you like the video. If you don't, that's okay. We have feelings though, so kidding. Just do whatever you guys want.
Yeah, do whatever you want. It's a free world out there. Just stick with the guidelines on YouTube. It's not my guidelines. It was my guidelines. Just let it all out. But look, it's YouTube guidelines. So
we're following Andy's guidelines. Oof,
right.
Chaos.
Oh yeah, just do whatever.
Rule 1, be chaotic. Rule 2, there is no second rule.
No. All right, bye.
Bye everyone.
Have you seen the latest Marvel movies, by the way?
No.
No. Did you the movie?
No.
What?
I don't watch movies.
What the?
Oh, you mean like at the cinemas?
Yeah. Or like your...
No.
No? What?
No. I've been there like twice in my life.
What?
Yeah. I know. Because the thing is, if I'm with my friends, which is majority of the times why I'm out, and then I'm just like, I like to spend it like face to face or something, not watching something.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That's how I spend my time.
Yeah.
Because it's not like every single day we like hang out.
Yeah,
Because in an Asian household, if I go hang out with someone, I have to wait a few business days or months until I can hang out again. That's just how it works. That's just, I don't know. If you just establish that.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, like movies aren't a good date idea either because of that as well. Like you're not really talking.
You watch a romantic movie.
Oh, that's usually painful for one person out of that.
Have you watched a romantic movie with Annie, like at the cinemas?
Yeah, heaps. Annie, was it Twilight Part 2?
Oh, I don't know if that's romantic.
What movies do we watch? Notebook.
Oh.
Dear John. Oh, but that's like movie that we pirate though. But not in cinemas.
Did you guys watch a horror movie?
No, they're in cinemas.
Horror movie. I hate horror movies.
I love horror movies.
Oh.
Annie loves horror movies.
Oh. I was gonna be like, was Annie scared? Oh wait, it's the other way around.
The first and second one.
Of what? Oh, Twilight. Yeah, I'll watch. Because I remember watching Twilight 2 with my ex, actual ex, and it was so boring.
Twilight 2.
Yeah, I hated that one.
The New Moon?
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I watched it with my ex, and then watched the last one with you. Fourth one.
Oh.
The fourth one?
Breaking Dawn?
Breaking Dawn. Yeah, it was like
Where she becomes the vampire?
Yeah.
Unless I just spoiled it for you.
I just remember playing popcorn with Annie in the back of the cinemas.
Popcorn.
Oh.
Yeah, it was playing popcorn with each other. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so long ago.
Yeah, we weren't even dating. It's courting.
How long was that ago?
Unfortunately.
What year did it come out? Sure, it must be 2013, 2012. Sorry, 2012.
Wow, I was a fetus. Okay, not a literal fetus, but like high school,
Close enough.
preteen.